Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with all of you a stock that is currently breaking out and why you should keep it on your watch list. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions. For those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of this morning's pre-market analysis video, right after the intro. Alright y'all, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, alright? Let's get started right off the bat. The market did exactly what I told y'all it would do this morning. I told y'all to watch the market for a move up to $4,100. It didn't quite get there on the intraday hours, like during trading hours, like over here. But it got there after hours. It did exactly what we wanted. Right now, it looks like it wants to drop, but do not fear. Do not be worried. All right, this is just a little scare. I think the buyers are gonna step in heavy overnight, and we're gonna stay in this little region right here before potentially moving on higher. Now, if it ends up lower, then things may look a little different, and my thoughts and opinions on that may or may not change tomorrow, but we will have to follow up in tomorrow morning's video. Now, the stock that all of you should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow, that stock is PLTR, Palantir. And the reason why I want you to keep this on your watch list, number one, the only reason why I want to keep this in, that I want you to keep this in your watch list is because of this, the 4-hour chart, the 4-hour time frame. If you look very closely, actually, let's look at the 30-minute. That one is much more clear. As you can see, there is a very bullish pennant right over here that broke out today and is not looking bearish at all. This is looking pretty clean, very clean, and it deserves to be the stock for this video, and it deserves to be shared with all of you. All right, so keep this one on your watch list. I don't think it's gonna go any lower. The market is bullish right now. Since it's at positive 0.18, I think it's gonna open up at around $23.87, maybe $23.90 before continuing its uptrend. I don't think it's gonna tank. This setup is quite flawless. I see no flaws here. I don't. So keep this one on your watch list for a move all the way up to like, I think it's gonna take some time. It might probably like drag its feet a little bit into the next week, right? So just be very patient. Long-term investors, this should be a golden opportunity. Traders, this is also a golden opportunity. So keep this one in your watch list for a long up here. Now, speaking about stocks that are breaking out, I see y'all in the comment section talking about this one stock that I featured before, FUTU, right? And FUTU is breaking out, and I like the way it's looking right now. And yes, I am holding some calls. I saw the momentum push up today, and I decided to get in and get involved in the stock, right? Cutting losses here, and then getting back in. Actually, no, cutting losses here, right there, and then getting back in later when it looks like it wants to behave. And right now, the daily chart looks phenomenal. I think it's gonna go up even higher. I think our initial price target of 180 bucks, maybe 190, might be reached within the next few days. All right, it will be very sweet if it could get there tomorrow. It will be wonderful if it could get there tomorrow. So keep this one on your watch list. Again, like I said, you may have to be patient with it. It may take a few days. So these are the two, Palantir and FUTU. So these are the two stocks that are breaking out for this video. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. For those of y'all who dropped those in the comment section below, the first one that we're gonna talk about is EW. And EW, for the person who has been asking about this for a few days now, this one is a growth stock. Let me go all the way back. This stock is kind of monstrous. Every time it dips, dip buyers keep buying up the dips, and right now it's consolidating. Again, I don't like being involved in boring sideways consolidation, right? And since it is a growth stock, all I can tell you is that if it dips, like let's say it drops all the way down to 80 bucks, that is where you as a long-term investor would want to actually scoop these up for the rebound. I would actually want to see this thing drop ferociously just so that I can dip buy it. Now, some things that you actually want to keep in mind and that you want to consider is that earnings is right around the corner. As you can see, earnings is next week. No, it's in 12 days. Earnings is in 12 days. What is it going to do until earnings? Honestly, I want it to drop a little more. Through earnings, I hope it goes nowhere. All right. But I can't predict that and I can't tell you that for sure. So be very, very patient. Again, if you want to buy this thing, this is not a place where I actually want to buy it. I'm a lot more picky and I want this thing to tank a little bit more so that I can scoop this up for the low. All right. Now, that is my very honest opinion for this stock for the person who I've been asking about it. The next stock that we're going to be touching on in this video, somebody also has been asking about MSCY. Now, MSCY, I watched the stock. I've been watching the stock for a while, ever since you've been putting the question in the comment section. The only thing that I hate about this stock is the chain. The chain sucks. Like the chain really does suck. Look at these spreads right here. Like this is a $7 spread. Like if you're trying to get filled, you're gonna have a pretty terrible time trying to get a good price of that. This is why I did not even want to address the stock, because I don't want y'all to be getting involved in these terrible contracts. Look at these spreads. These are just terrible. And where is it gonna go? If you're a long-term investor and you want to buy stock, for example, right? If you want to buy stock, go for it. All right, it looks pretty clean. It looks pretty good. In regards to the option chain, I'm not touching it. I'm not getting involved. I am kind of sad because I was watching this thing like literally get out here, but I just could not touch that chain. I really couldn't. And to anybody who is interested in this, again, the play is there. Where is it gonna go? Is following the market. This thing could break new highs and probably go all the way up to like 470 bucks within the next few weeks. Also, earnings is around the corner, so be very, very careful. To the person who have been asking to short this thing, this is definitely not a short. Do not short this. Don't short this thing. And I hope you're not shorting it. All right, so there you go. That's my very honest opinion about it and why I was kind of like frustrated because I couldn't even participate in it because the contracts are just trash. And it's not just that, it's like every single, like even the other days as well, the spread is just too big and I don't like it. The next one that we'll be talking about in this video, that stock is SOS. And SOS right now, following its island gap reversal right over here, dipped a little bit, which is a good thing. Like we want this thing to go sideways. We want this thing to consolidate, right? Short sellers are piling in at these peaks right there. They're over here. They want the stock to tank. The more the stock consolidation, like I always say here on this channel, consolidation is a short seller's worst nightmare. A short seller's worst nightmare, all right? And so far, it's doing just that. I think eventually, like let's say it follows the market and picks back up and opens up at like 570 or above, we may see that $8 mark being reached very, very soon. All right, it's still beaten down for quite some time. Still beaten down. I'm not bearish on this thing. I would not short this thing. I would just patiently wait on the sidelines until it's time. So for now, just be patient and just watch the stock. When you know. All right, I'm just gonna keep it at that. Now, the last stock that I'm going to be talking about in this video, that stock is STRL. Somebody has been asking about this one. Apparently, you've been holding the stock for like 2 months now, and the stock is going nowhere. I don't like getting involved in stocks that go nowhere. I don't like that. It's been in this box for a long time. Literally, chop fest is just going up and down and up, trapping everybody, trapping the shorts over here, trapping the longs at the top, going zigzag. It's just a terrible place to be in. And also it's forming a triple tap at the top. So one over here, and then right here, and then right here. The neckline is there. The neckline is very fragile. And personally, I want this thing to actually drop all the way down to 18. I want this thing to drop. It had its move, it had its moment. And right now, it would be nice if it just had a ferocious drop that would make it more attractive to like long-term investors who probably have some strong conviction about the company and dip buyers in general. So we want to see a very violent drop on this one stock before I even think about getting in. But as of right now, I'm just sitting on the sidelines. And honestly, I think shorts are winning right now. And they might get paid a little bit more within the next few days. And that is my very honest opinion of these stocks. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday through Friday before trading hours. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks after signing up with Webull, which are valued up to $1,850 right after you sign up using the very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video, alright? Enjoy the outro.